What's up, reptile fans? Yes, it's Monday, but it's a little late in the snake room here. I got a late start today. Mondays are always kind of busy for me, but nonetheless, I will probably put this up Tuesday morning. I just want to give you guys a sneak peek into some of the ball python breeding pairings I'm doing this year. Hopefully, I'm going to show you guys a couple of locks. I'll show you some of the pairings, the cool stuff that we could potentially produce this year. You know, a lot of times you pair stuff together and you just kind of hope, hey, I hope they do it. I hope we get some babies. And there are maybe first-time breeders, or the young males, young females. You just don't know. You always have those tried and true ones that are, kind of reliable. You do them every year. You get the pairings from them. They always, pretty consistent. The females will lay the same time they do every single year. It might be the same male, and those are consistent litters. But with the new ones, you never know. So, you really can't say, oh, I'm definitely going to produce this because you do that you produce nothing. So let's go into take a look in some of these bins and see what's paired up. All right, this is what we love to see when we come in the snake room. It was cool here last week, and I saw a lot of breeding action. This week, it warmed up here in Florida, so I haven't seen as much. But that is a nice looking something right there. Even if they're not locked now, they're in the right position, that's for sure. And this is a dream matchup right here too. So I'll give you a little peek. I don't want to disturb them too much, but this is a big double het hypo-pied girl being bred to a superstar here in the collection. I'll let you guys guess what it is, but he is a beauty. If you guys want to know what hugging the water bowl means, this is about as good as hugging the water bowl as you're ever going to see. And this butter pastel hypo girl, who's produced a bunch of really nice clutches for me over the last couple of years, she didn't go last year. Gave her the year off. She is ready for action. I mean, hugging. Trying to cool that body. I don't know what they do. She's ready to breed. I've actually seen locks with her. I bred her to a really cool super pastel hypo Mojave banana clown. It's a lot of genes in that. So we're gonna get all head clown stuff, but we're gonna get some cool stuff. So hopefully she'll come through for us. But a lot of people ask me, what does hugging the water bowl look like? They've never bred before. That's it right there. You can't get a better hug than that. All right, this is a first year breeding I'm doing. I almost sold this guy, but he was so beautiful. This is a super pastel Candino. So that's the candy gene, which is recessive, one copy, and one copy of the albino gene. They share the same allele. It acts like a super almost. And you get this Candino, and then we got super pastel in this, which is a really light-looking Candino. Now that's a Candino female. You can see the purples in her, but the male is much lighter because of the super pastel in there. So we're going to produce pastel Candinos right here. And I wasn't going to do it. I felt like it was too mundane for breeding, but they're so beautiful. I'm like, I got to use this boy. I bred the female 2 years in a row to produce some scaleless head albinos, which I only did. This poor girl only produced one egg 2 years in a row. But they were both really good ones, and I kept them back. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to pair to someone different, see if we get a better outcome. I mean, these are, I'd probably keep maybe one or two of them, but for certain, these things will sell really well. Because, I mean, look at this. These are adults. And look at the colors. I mean, the Candino is like a banana that just doesn't get spots, and it doesn't lose its beautiful color. The super pastel Candino is even if you like that lighter looking dilute version of this, there it is. So this is going to be a cool pairing. Here's a really nice repeat pairing I'm doing. This is the female at least, is the banana pastel sugar. Love sugar. Oh, do I love sugar. I wish I had sugar on a lot more stuff. That's what I'm trying to work on. But bred to my Mandarin male, and last year, just to give you an idea, we produced, actually 2 years ago, I produced some really cool stuff. Let me show you what I produced. This female who I'm growing up now, we produced this female, which is everyone has seen before. That is my banana pastel sugar mandarin. It's also a paradox. You see the black paradoxing spots in it, which is not genetic, but I mean, look at the mandarin in that. I mean, that mandarin with the banana and the sugar is just, ooh, does that look great? It looks like someone snowed on, like there was like a coat of snow that was just laid on this banana girl. And then, of course, it looks like a little bit of maybe some road tar as well in the barracks. But so this is such a good pairing that I'm repeating it again for the third year in a row. We got some great stuff this past year, too. That's a beautiful sight. Look how pretty that looks. There's not a lock there, but these guys are in love. Look at that. I didn't think I was going to get this female to breed. She looks like she's going to be receptive. That is an orange dream, albino, probable yellow belly too, bred to an orange dream lesser het albino. So we could produce super orange dream albinos. That would be really nice. We'll see. This is a young girl, but she's big. She's a great eater. We'll see what happens. I love it. Wow. I'm being very, very surprised by my 2018 females. I wasn't going to even try to breed them. They're just at the brink. They're like 1,300 grams. They're definitely heavy enough, but they're young. But I'm seeing a lot of breeding action. That's my Enchi Hypo Hurricane male. That's also het rainbow. That's a nice project. Bred to, I think this is let me see what this is. This is a Hypo Enchi butter het rainbow female. So we can produce Hypo, Super Enchi, butter, hurricane, rainbows. If we're lucky. You never know. Probably nothing will happen from this breeding because the female's a little small, but you know what? They seem to be interested. Sometimes I like to experiment, see what, I'll tell you one thing. I bred all these females, this female, and she has been eating. I don't think she ever missed a meal, maybe 1 week when she was shedding. So it's a big deal. When they eat consistently, they get up to size, much quicker. And I don't overfeed her. She just eats every week. A lot of times these ball pythons go into these hunger strikes for 6 months, and that's why it takes them a lot longer to start breeding. I have never had luck really with females that are that young, but we'll see what happens. And finally, let's take a look at this final little pairing here. I'm not seeing a lock here, but these guys are kind of, when they're wrapped up like this is a good sign. It usually means that they're receptive, at least, to breeding. This is my GHI Mojave Pastel Clown male. Yes, one of my favorites from pickups from last year. And being bred to a champagne leopard blade het clown female. She's finally just about up to size. She's a 2016, so she's age-wise really good. So even though she might be not huge, I think age, sometimes maturity level, how old they are, is much more important. She seems pretty receptive. I've been really raising her up. She's a decent eater. She's not a big eater. But I have a feeling I'm going to get a clutch out of her this year, I hope. I love the way the champagne clowns look. They're really, really kind of cool. And to get some more darkness into this with the GHI Mojave, or at least with the GHI, and it has the leopard obviously already in there, and the female, I think we could maybe make some cool stuff. So we'll see what happens with this. This is one of those, roll the dice kind of things, but this is nice looking behavior. You want to see this. They're obviously digging each other. All right, I just wanted to prove to you that it is actually dark out. It is almost midnight, and you can see the background, and that is my backyard right there. So hopefully you guys liked all the pairings. I got kind of excited by seeing a couple really good locks in there. You're not going to see locks all the time. A lot of times you might not catch any locks. some of the best clutches that I've produced. Specifically, the world's first I produced this past year, the Banana Orange Dream Freeway that I produced, actually Mardi Gras, was a pairing I never even saw the male and female ever lock. I never saw an ovulation, nothing. So it was a shock to me. Sometimes I see locks, I see what I think is ovulations, and I get nothing. I get slugs. So you never know. So I gave you guys a little sneak peek into my snake room and to see what's going on here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. And let's just keep our fingers crossed, knock on wood, and all the other superstitious things we do. Because we always think as snake breeders that, oh, what a terrible season we're having. Nothing's doing anything, and then before you know it, March rolls around, April rolls around, and you start getting clutches on the ground. So it's all good. Hopefully you guys are enjoying all this content. If you are, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, and hit that like button. We'll see you back tomorrow morning.